Whiteboard, open a jam. Cool. All right. So let's see if I can get this to work. I have a new tool going this morning here. And get a color that is somewhat decent. Okay, so I can just scribble on the top of this thing, maybe. All right, so we're going to use the functions below to find the indicated values. So I need to find f inverse of 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to, the one with the inverse of the inverse. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the inverse of this thing here, right? So I'm going to switch x and y. I'm pretending that that's y, right? This has a little bit of a weird, not sure I like this, but we're going to work with it because it's what I got going. So we've got 1/8 y minus 3. I'm sorry if it's crooked. It's right. It's like not writing exactly where I'm touching the screen. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So I get x plus 3 equals 1/8 y. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. Okay, so you get 8 times x minus 3 equals y, which if I was really going to write that, that would be f inverse of x, so I'm going back to function notation, equals 8 times x minus 3. Now this here says I got to plug a 4 into that. So I'm going to go f inverse of 4 equals 8 times 4 minus 3. 8 or 4 minus 3 is 1, and 8 times 1 is 8. So now if we plug into this thing here, for the f of 4, we're substituting in an 8. So I need to plug that into this inverse guy here. So we've got 8 times 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5, and 8 times 5 should be 24. I definitely do not like this pen. All right, is that the right one? Did I do the right thing? All right, you also wanted 9, is that right? Okay. Are we okay? I know I've got a bunch of people here. Who else is here? My husband was in here this weekend and he moved my mouse, so I can't find it. I've got 3. So Andreas and, okay. And so I'm going to try to clear this. Let's see if I'm messing with this here. Let's see. Clean sweep. There we go. All right, let's look at number 9. Maybe. Oh, come on. Tools. I don't want that anymore. Try closing that. Cancel. There we go. Okay, so number 9 is now the G inverse one, right? Okay, so let's try it. Now I need to find the inverse of this one here. So to find the inverse, again, we're going to pretend like that's y, and I'm going to switch x and y. So x equals y cubed. To undo the cubed, I have to cubed root both sides. So we'd have the cubed root of x equals y, or G inverse of x equals the cubed root of x. Okay, so now I'm supposed to plug -1 in. So I'm going to go G inverse of -1 equals the cubed root of -1. You can't take, as far as we know right now, you can't take a square root of a negative. We will later, but not yet, unless it's square root. A cubed root's okay because -1 times -1 times -1 is still -1. So the cubed root of -1 is -1. Which means I am substituting -1 in for that part, which means I'm finding G inverse of -1. Super exciting, right? Because I'm going to take the cubed root of -1 again, which is going to be -1. It's a coincidence. It's particular to this one that it came out to be the same number again. All right. Andreas, what do you need to help on? Go ahead and put it in the chat for me. This one is assignment, what did we say, 32-ish. You're welcome, Coral. 10 on the same assignment, Andreas? I have to close it. Okay, got it. Okay, so let's see what we got now. We have to find the inverse. Okay, so we just found our inverse functions just a minute ago. I'm not gonna, am I okay to, do you want me to redo that work, or are we okay using the functions from before? I know that G inverse of X equals the cubed root of X. I'm not sure I remember the other one, and I don't have it written. Ah, that scrolled weird. Okay, let's sweep and close. Okay, it's scrolled weird on me. Okay, so we know that G inverse, oh, this thing could just go up. G inverse, oh, stop touching it, of X equals the cubed root of X. We did that in the last problem, okay? This one here, again, we're going to pretend that that's Y, and we switch our X and our Y, so X equals 1/8 Y plus, or minus 3, not plus 3. Ooh, that's not what I wanted either. I want this back. Okay, Y minus 3. I'm going to add the 3, so X plus 3 equals 1/8 Y, and then I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. So you've got 8 times X plus 3 equals Y. I'm going to rewrite that as F inverse of, not of 8, of X. Definitely do not like this. 8 times X plus 3. All right, I am going to plug the 8 into that F inverse function. So I'm plugging into this guy here. I'm going to do it over here because that's where I've got kind of some space. So F inverse of 8 equals 8 times, I'm plugging in an 8, 8 plus 3. So let's see, 8 plus 3 is 11, right? So times 8 would be 88. Make sure I'm doing my arithmetic right. Then I have to take that, so that's getting substituted in for this piece here. So G inverse of 88 equals, and I'm going to plug that into G inverse. I know I think this one just came out to be the cubed root of 88, and I believe you can type that into Otis. There's a cube root. See this guy right there? There's a cubed root symbol right there. You just have to type in the little root. All right, are there any others that we need help with, guys? All right. Andreas, what else do you need help on? 11? Okay. So let's see, we've got, because I'm going to guess we're using the same. Gotta love it when you hit your arm hits the button and it shuts everything down on you. All right, well, let me get to, of course, I was going to write down the equations and then I didn't get there. Let me get back into Otis and do 11 really super fast. Okay, I'm going to go to trig. Good morning, Annalisa. We're doing homework. That I got, it says that the answer is wrong. Okay, let me see what I put for that answer. There's a cubed root of 88 on the last one, right? Let's see if it's me or if we did it wrong. That one was number 10. Let me go into, okay. I'm looking right in the question where I made up the question. Let's see. It's the cubed root of 88. I don't know why it's not marking it right. So you've got it. It might be, I have no clue what's going on with it. As long as you typed that in, you're fine. And I'm sorry it's not checking properly. Okay. Don't worry about the percentage, just as long as you've shown me all your steps. The previous one also. Let me go back to that one. The previous one, 9. Edit. Okay. And that's something that's an Otis thing. Okay, let me go to edit that one. No, I don't want to delete it. I want to look. It was -1. What did we get? I can't remember. We got -1, didn't we? Are you using the assignment that says it's the corrected assignment? It says topic 2.6 corrected. Because I deleted the other one because not many people had started it. Okay, yeah, I don't know why they're not marking them right. Okay, it should be. And you still want me to do number 11, correct? That might be, and so I think we're doing them right. It's just maybe my thing is marking them wrong for some goofy reason. All right. So on this one here, okay. Let me grab this guy again. All right, since Annalisa joined late, I'm going to do this one more time for her benefit. Okay. So this function is saying that we need to find inverses. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend these are both y equals, and I'm going to switch x and y. So I've got x equals 1/8 y minus 3. Oops. Let me move out of the way.
Miss Ballard, I only see you. I'm not seeing any work you're doing.
Okay, that's because I forgot to represent my screen. Thank you. Is that better? Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay. And somebody else just popped in here. I look like Gabby. No, Abigail. Okay. All right. So for the ladies' benefit who, Andreas, I'm sorry, but the answers were right. I did look at Otis, even though I wasn't presenting my screen when I did it. So the answers are in there correct. It's just, I don't know why Otis isn't marking them right. Okay, here we go. We're going to try that again. So we've got, we switched our x's and our y's. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the 3 equals 1/8 y, and then I'm going to multiply by 8 on both sides. So it's parentheses on the left side. So I have 8 times x plus 3 equals y, which I could rewrite as f inverse of x equals 8 times x plus 3. Okay. I am also going to find the inverse of g. So I'm going to take the g1 and I'm going to switch x and y. So x equals y cubed. I'm going to undo the cubed with the cubed root. So we have the cubed root of x equals y, better known as g inverse of x equals the cubed root of x. Okay. All right, so this says I'm going to take the f function and I'm going to substitute it into the g inverse function. So I'm going to basically write my g function, but instead of writing the x, I'm going to write parentheses. So I've got cubed root. I don't have to put the parentheses in. It should take it without you putting the parentheses in. It might want you to distribute this. I don't know. I don't remember. So x plus 3 parentheses, okay? Because I substituted this in for the f value. It might have you check the answer, see if it has you distribute 8x plus 24. It might do that, okay? Or it might just not do it correctly at all, because apparently whatever I typed in, even though I typed in the exact same thing in Otis, it is not showing up. All right, let me go in here and look at the edit and see if we got the same answer, okay? Let's see what it says, because there were some that were acting really stupid, and these might have been them. I don't remember. I did correct a bunch of them though.